Welcome to the channel, where we break down the psychology of relationships and provide actionable insights to help you navigate them. Today, we're exploring a concept that's often misunderstood: why ignoring a girl works. Before we proceed, let me make something clear. This isn't about manipulation or playing games. Instead, it's about understanding the psychological principles behind attraction and human behavior. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear grasp of why certain actions or lack thereof can significantly impact attraction. Let's get started. Section 1. Understanding attention and its value. First, let's start with the basics. Attention is one of the most valuable resources in any interaction. In today's world, where everyone is bombarded with constant notifications and distractions, attention is scarce and therefore precious. When you give someone too much attention too quickly, it can have the opposite effect of what you intend. Instead of creating intrigue or attraction, it can make you appear overly available or desperate. Ignoring a girl, or rather withholding excessive attention, can work because it shifts the dynamic. It signals confidence and self-respect. Women are naturally drawn to men who value their own time and aren't seeking validation from others. Section 2. The psychology of scarcity. Now let's dive into the psychology of scarcity. Scarcity is the principle that people tend to value what is limited or hard to obtain. This applies not just to material goods, but also to social interactions. When you're constantly available, texting immediately, always initiating conversations, you're effectively signaling that your time and attention are abundant. This can inadvertently reduce your perceived value. On the other hand, when you create moments of absence or distance, it triggers a psychological response. The other person starts to wonder, why isn't he chasing me? This curiosity can spark interest and even desire, as people are naturally drawn to solve the mystery of what they can't easily have. Section 3. Confidence and independence. Ignoring a girl in the right context also demonstrates two key traits that women find attractive: confidence and independence. Confidence is shown not through words, but actions. When you're not constantly seeking her approval, it signals that you're self-assured and comfortable with who you are. Independence complements this. It shows that you have a life outside of her, with your own goals, passions, and priorities. These traits are attractive because they suggest stability, leadership, and emotional maturity, qualities women are often drawn to in a partner. Section 4. The importance of mystery. Another reason ignoring works is that it creates a sense of mystery. People are naturally curious about things they don't fully understand, and when you're not overly forthcoming with your thoughts, feelings, or availability, you become intriguing. Here's how mystery works in your favor. It keeps her guessing about your intentions and feelings, which can amplify her interest. It shifts her focus onto you as she tries to figure you out instead of the other way around. Of course, this doesn't mean being completely cold or unresponsive. The key is balance. Give just enough to maintain her interest, but hold back enough to keep her intrigued. Section 5. The push-pull dynamic. Ignoring also ties into the concept of the push-pull dynamic. This is a psychological principle that involves alternating between showing interest and pulling back. Why does this work? Because people tend to value things more when they're not always readily available. When you mix moments of connection with moments of absence, it creates emotional highs and lows, which can be deeply engaging. Here's an example. You have a great conversation, showing genuine interest and attentiveness. Then, instead of continuing the interaction nonstop, you take a step back. This pause creates space for her to reflect on the interaction and start to miss your presence. The push-pull dynamic works because it introduces an element of unpredictability, which keeps things exciting and fresh. Section 6. Respecting yourself and setting boundaries. Ignoring a girl can also be a way to set boundaries and prioritize self-respect. Sometimes people test limits in relationships, whether consciously or unconsciously. When you show that you're not willing to compromise your values or overextend yourself for someone who isn't reciprocating effort, it demonstrates self-respect. For example, if she's being dismissive or not valuing your time, pulling back signals that you won't tolerate being taken for granted. If she's used to people chasing her, your decision to step away can disrupt her expectations and make her reevaluate her behavior toward you. This isn't about playing games, It's about maintaining your dignity and ensuring the relationship dynamic is balanced. Section 7. The danger of overusing. This strategy. While ignoring can be an effective tool, it's crucial not to overuse it. Prolonged absence or complete disinterest can have the opposite effect and push her away entirely. Here's what to avoid. Don't ignore her to the point where she feels completely unappreciated or neglected. Don't use this tactic to manipulate or hurt her feelings. It should always come from a place of self-respect, not malice. The goal is to create balance, not distance. Use this strategy sparingly and with intention, always being mindful of her reactions and feelings. Section 8. How to apply this strategy. So, how can you apply this concept effectively in real-life situations? Texting. Avoid responding instantly to every message. Take your time and focus on quality responses instead of constant communication. Social media. Don't be overly engaged with her posts or stories. Keep your interactions meaningful and occasional. In person. When spending time together, give her your full attention. But when apart, avoid overextending yourself to maintain her interest. These small adjustments in behavior create a balanced dynamic where your time and attention feel valuable, not overabundant. Section 9. Recap and key takeaways. Let's recap the psychology behind why ignoring a girl works. Attention is valuable. By limiting your availability, you increase your perceived worth. Scarcity creates desire. People value what they can't easily have. Confidence and independence. Pulling back signals, self-assurance, and emotional maturity. Mystery is intriguing. It keeps her curious and engaged. Push-pull dynamic. Alternating between connection and space amplifies attraction. Self-respect. Setting boundaries shows that you value yourself. Remember, this isn't about manipulation. It's about creating a balanced dynamic that fosters mutual respect and interest. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments if you've tried this approach and how it's worked for you, or share any questions or ideas for future topics. Your feedback helps us grow and provide the content you care about. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.